Hey guys, this is Ken Kranzler with the Blue Sky Home Group and eXp Realty reaching out to you on May the 6th. And normally at this time I would do a market snapshot of the prior month and the market's activities here in the Metro Denver area, but regrettably those statistics have not been yet released by the Colorado Association of Realtors. So when those informations and stats are presented, I will then do my monthly review. For now, I'm going to quickly talk about my weekend. I had a very exciting experience. I was able to host with my colleague from the Blue Sky Home Group, Mike. We sponsored two separate open houses. They were both in Parker, both gorgeous properties, and we learned a lot. And I just wanted to quickly share some suggestions when it comes to really setting up and having a successful open house. These potential consumers are coming to view the property and they might be interested in buying it. The more people that come, the more odds are that you'll find someone who's suitable to make that acquisition. So you want as much foot traffic as possible, but it's not a miracle. It doesn't just happen. There's a couple things you must do. So first and foremost, usually about 2 days prior to the open house occurring, you're going to want to start to door knock on your neighbors nearby the open house. And what that's doing is it's first of all inviting people to investigate the property that may live close by that might be interested. They maybe want to eventually purchase in the same neighborhood this house. Maybe it's larger, maybe it's smaller, maybe it fits their needs. Secondly, in regards to the door knocking of the neighbors' properties, you're going to be gaining more traction, showcasing yourself as a listing specialist in that neighborhood. You know what you're doing. You have that responsibility. If you can sell that home in that neighborhood, you could sell their home as well. Now, on top of that, once that home sells that you're listing currently relevant to the open house, it's going to affect the market value in the neighborhood. And that means it's going to affect the neighbors' houses. So you can also let them know that once the property sells, you could do a CMA, and that would help you better explain to the neighbors that live close by that their properties either increased or decreased in value, which is relevant to buying and selling that property in the future. The second thing you're going to want to do is canvassing. So you're going to want to get some flyers that speak to the open house criteria, where it's being held, what time, those types of details, and then you're going to take those flyers and you're going to put them all over, usually places like the grocery stores, department stores, coffee shops, anywhere that you're really allowed to put up some flyers and little posters. That way people see them ahead of time. People know that there's something coming up in the next 2 days. It gives them time to start to prepare to visit the property. The third thing you want to do in regards to setting up a great open house, you're going to be having signs which will show people how to get to the property. You want those signs to be placed very strategically, usually at major arteries, near off-ramps and near where people come on to the highway and into that local neighborhood community, and you're literally hurting the potential consumers that might be driving by randomly to that property. So they may not even be expecting to visit, but they see the open house sign and they follow the trail of breadcrumbs to your open house. And the final suggestion for a really great open house, which is maybe arguably the most important, is to be knowledgeable of the property that you're sponsoring. So people are going to come and ask you all sorts of questions. You want to be ready with answers to those questions. Just like a pop quiz, if they ask you something and you can't answer, you look unprofessional, you've lost a little bit of rapport with that potential buyer, and it just isn't a great experience for anybody. So you do want to start studying usually 2-3 days in advance. You want to know all the specs, the lay of the land, what renovations have been done, where is the property, where does it shine brightest. These things are normally what you'll be asked about, and the better you can explain them, the better you'll look and the more professional you'll look. You'll have much greater odds of having that property sell for as close to the listing price as possible. So that was my open house experience. I just want to thank you for your time today. Give me some likes, subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a really great week, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.